Hello, my name is Jan Herzog. I'm George's oldest daughter. Of course, I could give a seminar about Dad's entire life and his relationships, but here I will honor him by featuring some of his key positive qualities and some stories. As part of my offering, before I really get into it, I wanted to especially thank Ocean Hospice for attending to my dad with such care, and to all of us with professional skill, care, and deep compassion. So now I'll start with Dad's quality of friendliness. One day, I was 6 or 7, Dad and I were out walking our puppy. It seemed like we were far away. I probably was holding his hand and looked up to say, "Daddy, why do we stop and talk to everyone?" And he said, "It's because we are just being friendly." And I always remember that. Throughout his life, friends and social interactions caused huge delight. He'd talk to anyone and probably just has talked to all of you about things. Certain things, or sometimes just anything. I'm like that too, and I appreciate Dad's influence for me as a kid, encouraging me just to go up to someone and say, "Hey, you want to play?" Dad enjoys lots of activities with his friends, eating, drinking, both coffee and cocktails, traveling, dancing, music, talking politics, money history, and much more. Dad, thanks for being such a fun friend to me too, and for all the fun times we've had. I'm going to miss doing more fun and meaningful things with you and my family. Dad's very sharp and resourceful. I appreciate how he would get lots of information before deciding things and knew tons of details about his special interest. His intelligence was a huge contribution to his high school students, his financial clients, his family, and his friends. He always taught me things like call the store and see if they have it before you head out so you don't waste time. And 2 more things I want to focus on. Dad absolutely loved nature and beauty. His lifelong photography hobby and his collection of photos and slides reflect that passion. In the last week, I've seen some of the hundreds of his photos again, and some for the first time. Over half are nature. Huge mountain views, lush island foliage, even close-up flowers. I included some of his garden and flowers in the slideshow to remember the joy he felt with his plants. I believe he even felt a sacred reverence in nature. It gave him peace and deep satisfaction. I really wish he could have seen Alaska. He had planned to be there right now. Thank you, Dad, for giving me this gift as a fellow lover of nature. I included a picture of our camper, which I would beg Dad to set up in the driveway, which he did, and I begged him to take me camping, which he did. I still love hiking and camping and gardening because of my dad. Dad cared deeply for his family and friends. We all loved his cards and letters. He built a deep and meaningful marriage for 35 years with his beloved wife, Judy. He helped manage Judy's health care on and off for years too. He cared deeply for his children. He took special interest in close friends, and he maintained steady connections with them for his entire life. His Japanese friends, his close friends that lived across the street, Debbie and Fred, Sally, Keiko, and his childhood friends, as he referred to them fondly, the Webster sisters. Miriam and Carol, and I believe maybe 2 more. Their parents and grandparents were best friends, and they grew up as close friends like cousins. Both Miriam and Carol reached out to me with kind words about my dad, saying that George Esterly knew the meaning of friendship. He practiced it all his life and thus enriched many other lives. And they loved spending time with his parents, George and Louise. When we were kids, we called them our aunt and uncle. And they wished us their deepest sympathy. Finally, Dad never lost his curiosity and desire for learning. He especially loved learning about anthropology, history, and geology. He took great pride in his connection to the excavations at a major dig site in the Midwest, the Cahokia Mounds. He took some of his students and he took us as children to view their discoveries. He did not want to see Paris or Rome, rather more ancient ruins. He had immense knowledge and understanding about many civilizations and cultures. And I prepared this today. I wondered how we can all remember and be inspired by George's curiosity about others that lived before us in ancient times. To end, I found a quote from John Muir, the great naturalist and explorer. "This grand show is eternal. It is always sunrise somewhere. The dew is never dried all at once. A shower is forever falling. Vapor is ever rising. Eternal sunshine, eternal dawn, and gloaming on sea and continents and islands, each in its turn as the round earth rolls." Thank you.